Just observe, I'm taking one array. Sir, I want to take an array. In this last few minutes only, 1 or 2 bits I will discuss, and then happily we can go for next subtopic, right? Sir, here just observe. Do you know, here there is one concept is there, named with sir, local variable type inference. Regarding local variable type inference, there is one concept that came in Java 10. Remember this one? What this concept is also known as LVTI. Okay, LVTI, local variable type inference. Remember this one? What is this? So, of course, as a separate topic, I will cover. What this concept, what it will do is, do you know, sir? Can you please read this word? What is this one? Please respond. So, what is word? Local variable. Sir, which are local variables? Can you please confirm, friends? Which are local variable? The variables which are declared inside. The variables which are declared inside a method. The variables which are declared inside a method. Such type of variables are called local variables, right? Inside a method or inside a constructor, those variables are called local variables, right? Okay. Now, do you know here what I have to take is, suppose I want to declare an array. Int array x is equal to int array x is equal to. So here my requirement is new int array of 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm taking, sir. Assume that. Sir, this is what I do. Do you know? Can you please tell x is what type of array it is? Please confirm. X is what type of array? What type of array? Int array. Correct, right? X is what type of array? Int array, right? So you know the type. So from this you can guess the type. From this you can guess the type. Why you have to declare the type explicitly? Instead of that, just simply you can take a where, okay, where automatically the type will be considered, sir. Automatically the type will be considered based on this. Remember, based on this, automatically type will be considered. Remember that, okay? So this type of thing is called local variable type inference. Remember, for the local variable, we are not required to declare the type explicitly. Based on the value, the type will be considered automatically. This type of thing is called local variable type inference. Just a basic idea I'm providing, sir. This is the new feature which came in Java 10. Of course, in detail I will explain. Just aware this terminology, right? Are you in the position? To understand, right? As of now, this facility is applicable only for local variable, not for static and instance variables, right? Okay, so it is same as JavaScript. Next, it is the same as even in Python. In the Python, you are not required to take this one also. Okay, so it is the same concept as JavaScript. Correct. Even TypeScript also. Okay, maybe it's most of the scripting languages having this facility. But slowly Java people also trying to adapt. But as of now, this facility is available only for local variables. Remember, right? Okay. So now here this is perfectly. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? Please respond. Is it valid or not? Yes, perfectly. This one is acceptable. Remember, right? 1 minute. In my system, which version is there? Java C hyphen version. Which version of compiler I have? Maybe Java 8 currently I'm using. Let me cross check. Java 11 is there or not in my system. I hope it is there, friends. Don't worry at all, because Java 8 can't provide support for this, because this facility came in Java 10. Okay, this facility came in Java 10. That's why. So it may not like. Okay, so here see program files Java. Here I have JDK 11 is already there in my system. Okay, bin, do you know, sir, we have to set the path explicitly. Okay, now I'm trying to take set path. Shall we make this one at a permanent setup? Yes. Okay, because the reason for that is It is usually we are executing our programs with Java 11 and Java 8 also. That's why let me make as permanently Java 11. Okay, if you want so permanent path I'm trying to set, sir. Okay, advanced system settings. Next, and after that environment variables. Here there is a path variable is there. Okay, edit. So what I'm trying to take is just let me take a bin. Okay, like now. Okay, now. Okay, now let me restart my window. Okay, so here just take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? Okay, now is it reflecting or not? Sir, here Java C hyphen version I'm trying to take. Hyphen version like sir, have you observed? Now do you know which version? Java 11. Next Java hyphen version I'm taking. Java hyphen version. Wow, still 1.8 version maybe. So JDK is not reflecting. So save side set path is equal to like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, well. Now here just take a bit very special care. Now Java hyphen version. Okay, like yes, it is the Java 11 version. Like now take very special care about this terminology. Sir, is it going to be accepted or not? Why not? Why not? Perfectly, this one is going to be accepted. But this facility is available only for local variables, friends. Local variables. Okay. Of course, there are some rules are there. That rules I will explain, sir. Where integer, sir, where x is equal to new integer 10, 20, 30, 40 I'm taking, sir. 100% pakka perfectly it is the value, sir, for each int value x, sir, x1 in x, for each int value x1 in x, system.out.println x1. Okay, SOP of x1 like this I'm taking. So if you observe that, okay, Java C test.java, observe carefully, observe a bit very carefully. So on fly I'm talking about these two things, don't worry. So here Java tester, but answer by default we are getting 10, 20, 30, 40. But make sure this type of concept came in which version, friends? Okay, please respond. This type of concept came in which version? Java? Array, why you are silent? Java 10. This concept is called what? This concept is called what? Local variable type inference. Do you know local LVTI? This concept is called LVTI. But in detail we will discuss, because in Java 11 certification from this area you can expect at least 3 or 4 bits. So 2 or 3 directly and another 2 or 3 indirectly mixed with some other concepts, may be a chance to ask. So this is local variable type inference. Okay, based on this, maybe a chance they may ask the questions like, sir, now I'm taking where integer array. Sir, here observe, it is the primitive array you are providing int values, but it is the integer array you require to provide. You require to provide integer objects. Remember this a bit very carefully, sir. But here still you are providing primitive values only. Okay, what is the reason is, so there is one concept is there named with the auto boxing concept. Are you getting auto boxing, auto unboxing? Like there are some concepts that came in Java 1.5 version. Remember this one. So there are some concepts that came in Java 1.5 version. Okay, like so wherever object is expecting, happily you can provide. Wherever object is expecting, happily you can provide corresponding primitive. The primitives will be converted to object type automatically. This concept is called auto boxing. Remember, but anyway, in the wrapper classes I will discuss in detail. Just aware, sir. From 1.5 version onwards, because of auto boxing and auto unboxing, in the place of primitives, happily we can use wrapper objects. In the place of wrapper objects, happily we can use primitives. There is no problem at all. So internally, auto boxing is going to be happen. So any explanation is required about this one? Yes, friends, are you getting the point? Okay. Now I'm taking where x is equal to just I'm taking like this. Where x is equal to just I'm taking like this. Where x is equal to just I'm trying to take like this, right? Now take very special care. Among these, sir, here you can decide what type of x is a new integer array. Here type of x is a new integer array. Yes, you can decide. But here you didn't specify the type on the right hand side. Then here in the third, you didn't specify the type on the right hand side. Then which type I have to take? Compiler is always going to get the problem. It can't decide the type automatically. Remember this one. That's why this type of thing is invalid. Remember this one. Are you getting? So with respect to the arrays concept, array, is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? So this is perfectly valid. This is also valid, but this one is compiler will give left and right. Next, if I can take square bracket kind of notation for arrays, for in Java directly you can't declare such a type of thing. But in Python we have list concept there, but in Java there is no such type of concept. Okay, if you can use like so this one also there is no such a type of concept. There is no such a type of concept, right? That's why. So in which of the following cases we will get compile time error? So immediately you are going to get, sir, these three are invalid cases, but these two are perfectly valid. Are you getting the point, right? So to decide the type, on the right hand side, there should be some type. There should be, just a category is open and close. You have to specify the type here, but you didn't specify the type. That's why immediately it will become invalid. Take a bit special care. Okay, let me take here integer. Can you please guide? Is it valid or not? Please guide. Is it valid or not? Total code. Here actually it is integer, but you are asking about int. No problem at all. So maybe here auto unboxing is there. Just have a look once. Perfectly itself is valid. What the answer we are getting 10, 20, 30, 40. Here auto boxing is happening. Here auto unboxing is happening because wrapper object to primitive value auto unboxing acceptable, right? Now just I'm removing this one. So immediately at this line, have a look once. So compiler will give left and right. Okay, so here can't infer. Are you getting right? Can't infer type for local variable x. Sir, I can't. I'm unable to declare. I'm unable to refer the type explicitly like this. Immediately comparative method we are going to get. Are you in the position to understand, right? So this is it itself is the invalid, right? Of course, here this is invalid syntax. So square bracket kind of notations. Next and after that, parenthesis. This type of thing. First, what it means? There is no such type of things. Okay, legal start of expression. Next, a parenthesis. If you can take, it's not applicable. Yeah. What is the use of this local variable type inference? Raja, just aware just what about this one, but in detail as a separate topic, just after 2 or 3 days I will discuss. Don't worry at all. There's a big use is there. Readability of the code is going to be improved. Next, programming will become very simple because we are not required to declare the type every time explicitly. Getting? Yes. Okay, so we will discuss in detail now. So are you in the position to understand, right? There may be a chance, especially the people who are planning for Java 11 certification, there may be a chance to ask this type of questions for the exam. So in which of the following cases we will get compile time error? Sir, what are the answers we are going to get? Sir, can you please spell out? If you can consider these things are A, okay, B, C, D, something like that. Then automatically in which cases we will get compile time error? Can you please guide in which cases, right? So A, B, C, D, E, something like that. Please dive. So in these three cases, we will get compiling error. Okay. So here C, D, E, especially this one is very danger because sir here array initializer need an explicit target type. Array initializer need an explicit target type. Okay, like no, it is not a dynamically typed programming language, Vishnu. Okay, Vishnu, it is not a dynamically typed programming language. Suppose Vishnu is asking a small doubt. X is equal to Durga. Sorry. Where X is equal to Durga, I'm taking, sir. Durga, I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the type of X? Please respond. What is the type of X? Where X is equal to Durga. Now type of X is what? String type. So if you want just the system dot out dot println X dot get class dot get name. X dot get class dot get name like it is. So what answer we are going to get is, observe, it is the string type. What is the type internally? Which type is going to be considered? It is the java.line dot string. Perfect. Now immediately I'm taking, sir, X is equal to true. I'm taking. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Okay. Here just have a look once. Sorry, X type is already decided. Then there is the chance of changing the type. So in JavaScript or in Python, these type of things are possible. Array now onwards X is the Boolean type. Now onwards X is the Boolean type. Okay. So like in other languages it is there, but in Java, once a type is decided, then throughout it's like the same type only. Yes, Vishnu. Clarified? Yeah. Okay. So here just we are going to get in convertible types. So once we decided the type, we can't change the types. So take a bit very special case. Maybe a chance to ask this type of question for the exam. Okay. Next, sir, this is a bit important, sir. A bit important, maybe a chance. So this type of, with respect to the local variable type inference and arrays concept mixing together, there is a possibility to ask the questions. So now one more thing I'm trying to take. Of course, this knowledge already you people have, sir. This knowledge already you have, right? Sir, my question is just take very special care about this terminology, friends. Sir, I have class here, class X, class Y, class Z is there, sir. Okay, or otherwise here I'm taking class grandparent is there, grand or otherwise class parent is there, parent one, class parent is there, sir. Now I have class child one is there, extends parent. Okay, sir, class child 2 is there, extends parent. Now take very special case, sir. So here the relation parent, for the parent, how many childs are there? One is child 1 and another is child 2. Okay, remember. But these two are nowhere related. Childs are independent, but sir, this is the parent, right? There is no relation between C1 and C2. Remember, right? Now my question is, observe carefully. Sir, here parent array P is equal to new child 1 array of new child 1 array of just I'm trying to take okay 10 I'm trying to take, sir. Okay, now P of 0 is equal to P of 0 is equal to, sir, I'm trying to take new child 1. Next, P of 1 is equal to new child 2. Like this I'm taking, sir. Somewhere we covered this type of bit, friends. Okay, somewhere we discussed this type of bit. Line 1, assume that line 2. Okay, now my statements, my possible statements are, can you please tell if I run this code, what will happen? So either compile time error at line 1 or runtime exception at line 1 or compile time error at line 2 or runtime exception at line 2. Please confirm. This question already we discussed. Excellent, Aniket. What about remaining people? Please respond. Whether yes, okay. Either total, I mean, so at line 1, I have 4 options are there. Compilation fails at line 1. Okay, this is about my first option. Compilation fails at the line 1. Okay, first option, compilation fails at the line 1. Compilation fails at line 1. Okay, next compilation fails at the line 2. An exception is thrown at a runtime exception is thrown a runtime exception is thrown at line 2, line 1. Okay, so here a runtime exception is thrown at line 1. A runtime exception is thrown at line 2. That's all. Can you please guide what is the answer we can? I hope everyone in the position to answer, sir, this one. So here, even though parent type array we declare, but internally it is the child one. Okay, make sure, sir. Compilation wise, there is no problem at all, because compiler is always going to consider only reference type. Compiler is always going to consider only reference type. Sir, here we have chosen P of 0. P is what type? Parent type. Every child is always parent type. That's why it is valid. But at runtime, the object is a child 1. The object is child 1. Child 1 is allowed, but child 2 is not allowed in the place of child 1. That's why we are going to get array store exception at the line 2. Correct? Yes, friends. Somewhere we covered the same. Array store exception at the line 2. This is the error we are going to get. Let me cross check what will happen. Let me compile. Happily the code compiles fine. Let me run this code. What answer by default we are going to get? Exception in the thread main. Java.lang.array store exception child 2. This is the error by default we are going to get. So in which line we are facing this problem is sir, here at the line 2. That's why what answer we are going to get is this. Clear, right? So even in the older versions also it won't work, Swarup. In the older versions also it won't work. Any doubt? So this is, so have you observed, right? Now the depth of questions in Java 11 a bit more. Remember, so this type of questions, this type of question, next this type of questions they are going to ask. That's why if you are planning to go for Java 11, take a bit very special care. More depth must be required in the subject, of course, which is essential, which is helpful for you people also. Clear, right? Okay, so that's it. So now that's one. When we don't have child class, why it is not showing compile time error? Why when we don't have child 2 class, we don't have child 2 class already there, right? Respond, Sayed. When we don't have child 2 class, why is not showing compile time error? Oh, what it means? I didn't get Sayed. Oh, constructor is not there, then why is not? Is it allowed? Constructor, if the constructor is not there, compiler is going to generate default constructors. That's why we won't get any problem with that. Default constructors will be generated by the compiler. Yeah. Clear, right? Yeah. So now that's all. this is about erase concept. If it's a dangerous concept for you people, take very special care. Okay. Sir, now the next cinema, what I have to take. Sir, very important. So types of variables. Remember this one. Types of variables. Types of variables. Variables like sir, this is a bit very important terminology, right? Types of variables. So you know how many types of variables are there? Okay, in Java. In Java, how many types of variables are there in Java, sir? So one is based on type. Based on type. There are two types of variables. One is primitive variables. Division one. Assume that division one. Okay, division one based on type. So this is based on the type. Primitive variables. Primitive variable. Second ones are reference variables. Not required to discuss much about this. So primitive variables means so just the variable which can be used to hold primitive value. Index is equal to 10. Index is equal to 10. Reference variables means the variables which are required object O is equal to, or otherwise string S is equal to Durga. Student S is equal to new student. Student S is equal to new student. Have you observed, right? Here, this is the object. This is the object. Yes, itself is the reference variable. This is the object. Yes, itself is the reference variable. So student yes is equal to new student. Yes is the reference variable, right? You know. So this one itself is nothing but reference variable which can be used to refer object. Such type of variables are called reference variable. The variables which can be used to hold primitive values. These variables are called these variables are called primitive variables, right? So nothing is there in this division to discuss. Are you getting? So based on type of value represented by a variable, all variables are divided into two categories. One is primitive. The second one is what? Primitive variables. The second one is reference variables, right? Okay. So now there is another division is there. So in this division, nothing there to discuss, right? But another division. This is a very important division, sir. Okay. Based on behavior, position of declaration. So based on internal things, based on behavior, position of declaration, all variables are divided into three types. One is instance variables. One is instance variable. Second one is static variables. Second one is static variables. Third one is local variables. Local variables, right? So the first one instance variable, second one static variable, third one local variables, right? Remember this one, okay? Local variables, right? Now the question is, what is the difference between what the difference between these three things? Compulsory you people should be aware from these multiple questions. There is a possibility, right? Okay, remember these things, right? Vishnu, Java 10 and Java 11, all features are not going to be covered as a part of this course. So whatever required for certification, I will explain. Getting? Okay. I will try if maybe as of now no word. Okay. Now here just observe there are three types of variables are there: instance variable, static variable, and local variables, right? So now my question is instance variables. What the meaning of instance variables, right? So just the basic idea you people should be aware, and then we have to talk about in details. Are dangerous concept. Even in the case of Java 11 or Java 8, both certification compulsory you should have clear clarity about these types of variables, right? Almost if you go for Java 8 version, there are multiple questions you can expect from this area. That's why compulsory you should have clear clarity about these terminology, friends. Okay. Now what is the important conclusion is just observe. Suppose assume that I have a class student is there, sir. Assume class student is there. Sir, I want to create multiple student objects. Okay, assume that, sir, first student object, second student object, sir, 600 student objects I created. Assume that, sir, multiple student objects I'm creating, sir. Sir, assume this is the first student, this is the second student, this is the third student. Okay, dot dot dot. Multiple student objects are there. Okay, here this is sir, assume that 600 student. Sir, how many student objects I created? Can you please confirm? How many student objects I created, sir? 600 student objects I created. Now my question is, for every student, separate name and roll number is there or not? Yes, separate name and roll number is there, sir. For every student, separate name and roll number is there. Okay, assume that first student name is Durga. First student name is Durga, and roll number is 101. Okay, so second student name is some Ravi, roll number 102. Sir, last student name is some Shiva, roll number some 106, something like. Okay, assume. So if the value of a variable is varied from object to object, if the value of a variable varied from object to object, such type of variables are called instance variables. Remember this one, sir. So here the value of name, the value of roll number varied from object to object, such type of variables are called instance variables. Any doubt about this one? Can you please confirm? If the value of a variable varied from object to object, such type of variables are called instance variables. Remember this one, sir. So for every object, a separate copy of instance variables will be created. Okay, here now this is separate copy, Durga on 101, but here Ravi on 102, here Shiva on 106. Okay, so for every object, separate copy of instance variables will be created. Remember, so what is instance variable? If the value of a variable is varied from object to object, such type of variables are called instance variables. Remember, right? Okay, next so for every object, a separate copy of instance variables will be created. Okay, then, sir, when instance variables will be created? Please confirm. When instance variables will be created? Whenever you are creating object, instance variables will be created at the time of object creation. Instance variables will be destroyed at the time of object destruction. Remember, right? Instance variables will be created at the time of object creation. Instance variables will be destroyed at the time of object destruction. Okay, that's why, do you know, so the scope of instance variable is the same as object. As long as object is there, automatically instance variables by default will be there, friends. Remember, okay, like this is the third point, right? So just observe this, sir. Observe very carefully the conclusions, right? If the value of a variable varied from object to object, then we have to go for instance variable. Next, for every object, a separate copy of instance variable, will be created. Okay. Next, when instance variable will be created at the time of object creation. Next, when instance variables will be destroyed at the time of object destruction. So, who is going to destroy object destruction? Garbage collector only. If the garbage collector is going to destroy our object, automatically the corresponding instance variables will be gone. That's why. So, take a bit very special care. The scope of instance variable is the same as the scope of object. As long as object is there, automatically instance variables are there. Remember that. Next, sir, you know, in which area instance variable, in which area object will be stored, in which memory area object will be stored? Please confirm. Please confirm. I hope you may have basic idea. All objects will be stored in Java in the heap area. All objects will be stored in Java in the heap area. So instance variable is the part of object. That's why instance variables also will be stored in which memory area, sir? Heap area. Yeah, the part of object. Remember, right? Next, when we have to declare instance variables, when we require to declare instance variables, right? Okay. So instance variable, okay, should be declared. There is a fixed place is there, sir. Instance variable should be declared within the class directly. within the class directly. Remember this one. So outside of any method or outside of any constructor. Here we are declaring that within the class directly, but outside of any method or constructor. Okay, compulsory. This is the place, right? So some students ask the doubt, sir. Sir, here, do you know, some students may ask the doubt, sir, I want to declare instance variable inside a method. Sorry, man, not possible. I want to declare instance variable inside constructor. Sorry, not possible. Instance variables should be declared within the class directly. Remember this one, sir. Within the class directly, you have to declare instance variable. No other place to declare instance variables, right? Okay, within the class directly, we have to declare. Yeah, any doubt? Mohammed Rahim, can you please log out and log in again? You may get the screen. So screen is shared for everyone. Any doubt up to this? Are you getting the basic idea, right? Okay, now how we can access instance variables, right? Okay, very important terminology. If you want to access instance variable, compulsory the corresponding object should be there. If the object is not there, then you can't access instance variables, right? Remember this one. If the object is not there, then you can't access instance variable. Okay, like sir, where is the proof? Now observe, sir, I want to, this is the instance variable. Here I want to access. I want to access this instance variable, system dot out dot println of x value I'm taking. Do you know, if I can take like this, immediately error we are going to get, because it is the static area. No way related to object. Okay, directly you are asking x. Array, so here assume that it's the student. So you are asking name. Array, which student name? You are not specifying object reference. Then how you can, have you observed, right? So immediately error we are going to get, sir. Have observed carefully what that comparative method. Non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. Non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. This is the comparative method we are going to get, sir. Okay, so we can't access instance variable directly from static area. But how you can access, right? Sir, create an object. Test t is equal to new test system dot out dot println t dot x. SOP of t dot x. Then immediately itself is acceptable. No issue at all, sir. Sir, observe here. Yes, perfectly itself is valid. If I run this code, sorry, here just I have to comment this one because it is invalid, right? Okay, here observe, perfectly itself is valid. Now if I can take this, yes, then we are going to get. So from static area, we can't access instance variables directly, but by using object reference, we can access. There is no problem at all. Clear? Any doubt? So this is called static method. From static area, you can't access instance variables directly. But by using object reference, you can access. Sir, I have another small doubt, friends. Okay, my doubt here is, listen carefully. Now my doubt is, sir, public void m1. Can I use the word what is this method? Please confirm. Is it instance method or not? Non-static. It is the instance method. Inside instance method, I'm trying to access this variable. Is it possible or not? Is it possible or not? Yes, possible, no problem. Because the reason is, if anyone want to call this method, if anyone want to call this M1 method, compulsory they have to call by using object reference only. Okay, because instance method, if anyone want to call, compulsory object reference must be required. Now X means this corresponding object value. Okay, remember. So if you want to call any instance method, that object related variable we require to take. That's why t.m1 means SOP. So this object related X is going to come. No issue. Now observe, but the outputs are 10 2 times we are going to get. Okay, yes, perfect. Now here I have observed. So you can't from static area you can't access instance variables directly. Instance variables directly, not possible, but by using object reference, by using object reference you can do that, no issue at all. So by using object reference we can access, but from instance area, is it possible to access directly or not? Yes, we can access directly instance variable from instance area, no problem at all. Any doubt up to this? Thoda clarity. Are you getting? Any doubt? What is the instance variable? What about how many copies will be created? At what time it is created? In which memory area? In which memory area? Okay, you can like, yeah, Sayed. Instance variables you can't access by using class name. Class name concept is applicable for static variables, not for instance variables. Okay, now last one more point I have to take care here. Just from this, if you want, we can frame some bits. Okay, just we can frame some bits. Okay, here the thing is, so here you can from static area you are trying to access what will happen. From instance area we are trying to access what will happen, like maybe a chance to ask. So next one more very important point, sir, very important. For suppose if I can take here, see this one, I'm taking boolean p. Next and after that string yes, next int I. So next char ch, like this I'm taking, sir. Now my question is, observe carefully. Now my question is, so all these are instance variables or not? Respond. All these variables are instance variables or not? Yes, instance variables only. Okay. Now my question is, so these are instance variable. For instance variable, we are not required to provide explicit initialization. JVM will always provide default values. Remember this one. For instance variable, JVM will always provide default values. We are not required to provide initialization explicitly. Okay. Now have a look once. Sir, here test t is equal to new test. Test t is equal to new test system dot out dot println. Here just I'm taking b is equal to plus b value I'm trying to print. B is equal to plus b value I'm trying to print. Okay. Next comma. Next here comma I'm taking, sir, yes is equal to yes value I'm taking. Sir, next comma I is equal to sir, I is equal to like I value I'm trying to take. Comma ch is equal to plus a ch I'm trying to take. Very simple. What is the b value? What is the s value? What is the I value? What is the ch value I'm trying to take? Okay. So can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get in this case? Sir, here immediately error, because you can't access b s I c h directly. So t dot b, t dot s, t dot i, t dot ch. Yes, remember, because you can't access instance variables directly. Compulsory we should use object reference. Like what output we are going to get in this case? Please confirm. T dot b. T.B means false. Default value for boolean false. Next, yes. Yes, default value for string is null. Next, default value for int is 0. Default value for character. Default value for character is a space. Remember this one. Default value for character is a space. So, what is the answer we are going to get is, happily the code compiles fine. No problem at all. What output by default we are going to get? Yes, observe that. Yes, this is the answer we are going to get. Are you in the position to understand, right? So maybe false, null, 0. And what is the default value? Default value for character is the space. Default value for character is the space we are going to get, sir. So maybe a chance to ask, so default value is a story. For instance variable, we are not required to provide initialization explicitly. JVM is always going to provide default values, no problem at all. Any doubt? All the things are very clear or not? Okay. Well, so these are important conclusions about instance variables, right? Okay. From these instance variables story, you can expect multiple questions, friends. Multiple questions you can expect that. So just let me go for one or two questions, and then we will. So just observe this from types of variables. What kind of questions you can expect? You can expect for the exam sake. I will frame some questions and I will discuss for you. But make sure, sir, it's a very important terminology. Okay, like that. So now the next one. Let me go for static variables. Let me talk about static variables. Right. I will frame some questions and I will share. Don't worry. Sir, up to this, any doubt? Still having any doubt about instance variables? Please confirm. Respond. Any doubt? Okay. Sir, what about static variables? Okay. So very simple terminology, friends. What the static variables? Right. Very simple. So here in the last scenario, how many objects I created, sir? 600 objects I created. For every student, separate name is there, separate roll number is there. Separate name is there, separate roll number is there. The value of name and roll number varied from object to object. That's why we can use the word. These are instance variable. For every object, separate copy of instance variables will be created. Okay. Now my question is, sir, for all these students, college name is also there. For all these students, college name is also there, sir. Now college name is fixed for all students. It is not varied from student to student, correct, right? Because within the same college, for all these students, college name is always same. It's not varied from object to object. Okay. If the value of variable is not varied from object to object, if value of variable is not varied from object to object, not varied from object to object, then we have to declare such type of variable at class level by using static. Okay, the reason for that is, I don't want separate copy for every object. because the value is not changed. Why I want separate copy for every object? Assume that college name is durgasoft. Okay, college name. If it is the instance variable, here separate copy will be created. College name durgasoft. Here also college name durgasoft. If it is the instance variable, here college name durgasoft. Like so everywhere, okay, durgasoft, separate copy will be created for every object. Unnecessary memory waste, performance is going to be down. That's why if you have such type of variable whose value won't be changing from object to object, then we have to go for which types are static variable. We should declare that variable as a static. Then immediately you ask, here 1 minute, have a look once. I have class of student is there. Now string name is varied from student to student. into roll number, instance variable, because these are varied from object to object. That's why it is an instance variable. Like, but what about college name? College name is not varied from object to object. So you don't want separate copy for every object. You want single copy at class level. Better to go for static variables, right? So static string college name, static string college name. Like this I'm taking, sir. Are you in the position to understand? Yes, friends. So when we should go for static variable, when we should go for instance variable, for every object a separate copy, but static variable, what will happen, sir? What will happen? So only one copy will be created at class level. Only one copy will be created at class level. Okay, college name is equal to durgasoft. Okay, now this copy will be shared by every object of the class. Regarding, instead of maintaining separate copy for every object, create only one copy at class level and share that copy. So for every object, okay, this is a static variable behavior. थोड़ा clarity आ गया? What is the difference between instance variable and static variable? Yes, friends. So if it is the instance variable, for every object separate copy is there. If it is a static variable, how many copies will be there, sir? If it is a static variable, how many copies will be there? So for all objects, single copy will be there at class level. Remember, most valuable important point. In the case of instance variable, for every object separate copy will be created. But in the case of static variable, for total class only one copy will be created. That copy shared by every object of that class. Okay, next when the static variables will be created. Sir, static variables are part of object or not part of object? It is a class level data. It is nowhere related to object. Because today only I started college. Students are not there, but college name is there. Okay, without having any object, still static variable, there is a possibility. Remember, right? Clear? Okay, next up, when static variables will be created at the time of class loading. Whenever this dot class file is going to load, at the time of class loading, static variables will be created. At the time of class unloading, static variable will be removed, or static variables will be destroyed. The scope of static variable is the same as the scope of class. If the dot class file is there inside JVM memory, then automatically static variable is there. If dot class file is not there, then static variable won't be there. Remember, right? Next, how you can access static variables? Swarup, sir, object always stored in the heap area, but can I always say reference variable will be stored in the heap area? That depends, Swarup, that depends. If it is the instance variable reference, then the reference variable will be stored in the heap area only. If it is a local variable, that local variable will be stored in the stack area. Getting that? Is it instance variable, reference variable, or local variable? Like, based on the type of variable, it will be stored. Yeah. Now observe carefully. So here, just I'm trying to take static int x is equal to 10. Static int x is equal to 10. So can I access static variable directly from static area or not? Please respond. Is it valid or not? Can I access static variable directly from instance area or not? Yes, friends. Is it possible or not? Directly from instance area or not? Yes. Okay, remember this one. Static variables will be created at the beginning only. That's fine. Static variables will be created at the beginning only. That's fine. You can access a static variable. So from any area directly, whether it is the instance area, whether it is the static area, no problem at all. So you can access it directly. You're never going to get any compile time error. Happily the code compiles fine. Happily the code compiles fine. We never going to get any error. Yes, observe that at 10 we are going to get. Sir, do you have any doubt about this? Output under this? Do you have any doubt about this one? Okay, well, so some people may ask very innocently, sir, here only one time we are getting 10, but here 2 times we printed. So some people, very innocent people, they may ask, because I didn't call this M1, that's why it is not executed. If you call M1, then it will print again this 10. Okay, next one more small thing you should aware. Remember this one, sir. So here, just have a look once. Instance variable and the static variable should be declared within the class directly. Okay, then how you can differentiate? If static is there, it is the static variable. Static is not there, instance variable should be declared within the class directly. Sir, I want to declare a variable inside a method. It may be static method or a normal method. I want to declare a variable inside a constructor. So the variables which are not declared within the class directly, those variables are always local variables only. Remember, right? Are you getting? Those variables are always local variables only. Okay, even the variables which are declared inside static method also. Okay, so those variables are local variable. Bhaskar, getting right? So static variable fixed place is there. Instance variable fixed place is there. Boss, compulsory you should declare within the class directly. But you know, in Python, multiple places are there to declare static variable, to declare instance variable. But in Java, the locations are always fixed, friends. Next up, when I think which is best practice to declare static variable and instance variable with respect to memory perspective, that depends on your requirement. If you want separate copy for every object, compulsory you should go for instance variable. You are not having any other alternative. Okay, so if for all objects I want single copy, then better to go for static variable. Getting right? That depends on your requirement, Vinay. Okay. So that's all. This is about okay, what I mean with respect to where you can access, how you can access 100% pakka. This one is perfectly acceptable, sir. Okay. So here, you know, this is perfectly acceptable. No issue at all. We won't get any error at all. We won't get any error. What the reason for that is static variable can be accessed from anywhere. Remember that. So here the output is 10. Next and after that the output is a 10. Next and after that compilation fails. So something like you may. So what is the answer we are going to get in this case? Respond. What the answer we are going to get in this case? 10. What the reason for that is you didn't call M1. Okay, like next. So I want to access static variables. Remember, static variables can be accessed either by using object reference or by using class name. Either by using object reference or by using class name, but recommended to use class name. Okay, static variables we can access either by class name or by using object reference, but recommended to use a class name. Next within the same class, you are not required to use class name also. Directly you can access, no problem at all. Okay, now I'm taking test t is equal to new test. I'm taking test t is equal to new test. I'm taking t dot x. Here 1 minute. Here just observe t dot x possible, or otherwise test dot x possible. T dot x is possible and x is possible. Can you please tell all these things are valid or not? Valid. You can access either by class name or by object reference. Okay, even within the same class directly you can access, no problem at all. Okay, now perfectly itself is valid. What the answer we are going to get? 10. So we can access static variable by using the object reference also, no problem at all. If you access static variable by using is it part of object? No, Muhammad. It will bring from method area. Sir, where the static variables will be stored? The static variables will be stored inside method area. Remember that. Static variables will be stored inside method area. Dot class file will be stored inside method area. So our static variables will be stored from the method area. Even you are accessing by using object reference, so don't tell it is coming from the heap area. It is coming from the method area only. Rahim, getting? Okay. Next things are. So for static variables also, for static variables also, default values story is there. Now, if I'm not taking anything, so default values is applicable for the static variables also. What the default value for int? So here 0. By default we are going to get 0, 0, 0. So for static variables also, default values story applicable. Okay, like you should aware, sir. Okay. Now one small important question I want to discuss. Please take very special care, sir. Here I'm taking int x is equal to 10, static int y is equal to 20. Can you please tell what is this variable? One is instance variable, second one is what? Static variable. Static variable. One is instance variable, second static variable, right? Now my question is, listen very carefully, friends. Tested is equal to null. Tested is equal to null. System dot out dot println system dot out dot println t dot y. I'm asking t dot x. I'm asking t dot x t dot y. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get in this case? Here what is the answer? Here what is the answer? T dot x and t dot y. Okay, now 1 minute. Let me comment this line. What is the answer we are going to get? Tested is equal to null SOP of t dot y. Just I commented first line, first print statement. What answer we are going to get? Excellent, excellent. All the people should be aware. Sir, here it is y is the static variable. Y is the static variable. For static variable, object is not required. Object is not required. That's why class name T is what type? Test type. Test class y variable, static variable will come. You won't get any exception. Remember, because to exist a static variable, object is not required. To exist a static variable, object is not required. That's why we are have a look once. Happily the code compiles fine. What is the answer we are going to get, sir? 20 itself is the answer. Are you getting right? 20 itself is the answer we are going to get. There is no problem at all. There is no issue. Yes, happily, what is the answer we are going to get, sir? 20 itself. So to exist a static variable, object is not required. But the same thing, why don't you ask with respect to x? Okay, with respect to x, I'm asking. Can you please confirm what will happen? Array object is not there without having the object. Object is not there without having the object. How I can provide the x value? You are asking null some information. Null won't provide anything. Immediately null pointer exception we are going to get, sir. Yes. Observe what will happen in this case. Null pointer exception. An exception is thrown at runtime. Null pointer exception is like that. So to exist instance variable, compulsory object must be required, but to exist a static variable, object won't be required. Remember that. So it's a very important point. In this case, null pointer exception we will get, friends. Any doubt? Okay. Next, one more very important point I have to discuss for you. Sir, here just observe static int x. Static int y is equal to 20. I'm taking test t1 is equal to new tester. tester T1 is equal to new tester. T1 dot X is equal to 888. T1 dot Y is equal to 999. I'm taking. Next, tester T2. Tester T2 is equal to new tester. Tester T2 is equal to new tester. T2 dot X dot T2 dot Y. Okay, T2 dot Y. Can you please confirm what is the output we are going to get in this case? Please respond. What is the output we are going to get in this case? Yeah, when I sing, think a bit carefully and then answer the questions. Okay, clear, right? What is the problem? I mean, what is the answer we are going to get? Just observe this one. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Very important analysis must be required. So here instance variable and static variable is there. Now static variable will be created first at the beginning at the time of class loading. Y is equal to 20. Now I'm creating test T1 is equal to new test. So an object got created. T1 is the reference variable. For every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created. X value is the 10. Okay, now, sir, T1.x is equal to 888. T1.x is equal to 888. Now, this is 10 replaced with the 888. Next, T1.y is equal to 999. For T1, y means a static variable only. So now it is replaced with the 999. Okay. Next, tester T2 is equal to new tester. Tester T2 is equal to new tester. So now I'm trying to take T2. I'm trying to take T2 like this one. I'm trying to take a T2. Now tester T2 is equal to new tester. Okay, tester T2 is equal to new tester. Now, do you know, for every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created. For every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created. So, T2.x dot T2.y. T2.x means, do you know, 10. T2.y means currently y value 999. Okay, 10 followed by 999 itself is the answer we will get. So, take very special care. For every object, separate copy of instance variable is there. If you perform any change to one object instance variable, that change won't be reflected for the remaining objects. Remember that change won't be reflected for the remaining objects. But for static variable, only one copy is there. If you perform any change, the change will be reflected for all reference variables, for all objects. That's why 10 followed by 999 itself is the answer. Let me execute this code. What answer we are going to get here? Now have a look once, 10 followed by 999. Any doubt? Please confirm. What's the output we are going to get at 10 999? Okay. Clear, right, Sharath? What's your doubt? If for the final, what will happen? Is it your doubt? Okay, that's all, sir. Just this is about the static variable and instance variable, and then Sharath. Yeah. What is the problem you are facing? Can you please trace? Okay, here this is the instance variable. For every object, separate copy of instance variable will be created. So for T1, x is the 10. For T2, x is the 10. But if you perform T1 dot x is equal to 888, now this change will be reflected only for T1. If you perform T1 dot y is equal to 999, y is the static variable. How many copies of y will be there? Only one copy. That's why 999 changed. If you are asking by using T2, what is the value of y? What is the value of y? Okay, like that. Yeah, good. So there is one small misperception is there for most of the people. Static variable values are final. We can't change. Like so, some people are having this type of doubt in your mind. No, no. Static variable values also can be changed. When it won't be changed, sir, if you declare as the final. Remember this one. Okay. If I'm not declaring as the final, then you can change the value of static variable, no problem. Even I executed this code, I showed the output also. Okay, but most of the times static variable can be declared as the final. Most of the times static variable can be declared as the final, but I didn't declare final. That's why you can change the value. Okay, that's it. So this is about what is static variable. So in the next session I will talk about local variables, local variables. Okay, like that. And after that, local variable type inference we will discuss, right? I mean local variable types of variables, and almost around multiple questions I want to discuss for you people, right? Okay, so very important, sir.